Start streaming robots in disguise.
Yay! That's how excited I am.
Painting live stream more than meets the video.
And there we are.
Woot woot. Craig Turpin and Kilgore Void. Hello. Fancy meeting you guys here.
Imagine seeing you guys. And Lucky Bat.
Lucky Bat.
Giving us the old howdy.
Boy, it was a full day today of filming.
It was.
Man, though, this video we got coming out, you guys don't even know.
It's gonna be a good one.
I can't buy any more paint because my tubs are completely full. If I buy I can buy maybe 3 more paints. I can buy more paint in pots, but why would I? Although I do like P3. Privateer Press. Xenobiku! Hello.
Hey. So, behind the scenes question, did you actually throw the Indominus box on your porch?
Well, we did throw the box it came in. But Nick convinced me not to just destroy the box, and so we filled it full of towels.
Yeah,
because that was.
But I feel like it did have.
I was gonna toss that
you were all
sucker.
ready to throw it. But I think the towels added the appropriate weight for then Kilgore Void to ask us that question.
Yep. That looks fake.
Yep. That's really funny. Saw Kevin Bruick sent us a message on Instagram with some photos of some dark elves.
Ooh. Love some dark elves. Aren't they called Sisters of Yvrain now? Or Dark Elfdars?
Elfdars?
Elfdars. I can't believe it's not elf.
Speaking of Kevin himself, I just looked at your pictures that you sent us on Instagram. There we go.
All right. Getting darn close on this checkerboarding on this side. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing great because I have Indominus.
And
that is it is a rather nice set of models.
You've been doing great for a few days.
Kilgore Void finished some more Scions and part of a Tarox. I love the Tarox. I absolutely love it. I even like the track wheels it has. Joey Flores, hi all, missed the notification, recording and painting. Missed the notification. Is that why you're super late to the stream?
Yeah. What the hell? All right. I don't know when I'm gonna Where am I going to start tonight? On my secret kill team.
Well, if anyone's wondering,
But one of my dropper bottles
my
are
tower
messed
going
up.
great. No, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a Tau kill team. Although I've been reading the kill team rulebook more, and the specialisms sound amazing. It's like a role playing game.
Do you think reading all the rules made it sound like the game's really fun?
Mm-hmm.
Even more fun than
Yeah.
you thought before? Wow, that's pretty cool.
I read enough for us to get through the game, and now I'm reading the rest of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't decide the heavy, the sniper, and the demolitionist specialisms are all very similar. They all boost shooting a lot, but they all boost shooting in a very specific way.
Mm-hmm.
I love the specialism stuff, but everyone in my local area isn't interested in campaign play. Oh yeah. I can get that, but even the level 1 specialisms I think are pretty cool. It is neat though, the campaign rules. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do a
We'll have
campaign
to play a
at
game at some point.
We'll have to play a game. You said it, not me.
What is that? All right, good. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't decide. Yeah, I think the sniper specialism. Now I'm gonna get them all wrong, but it's like heavy. I want to say is +1 shot. Sniper is +1 to hit, and demolition is like +1 to wound. So it's very specific things. Maxley Fox, just out of curiosity, does anyone else use Board Game Simulator for Warhammer? I mean, I've heard, I've watched Magic Carp's video on doing Tabletop Simulator, and it looks really, really neat. I just don't quite understand it. Like, is getting the rules right up to you, or does it simulate the game? Is it essentially Warhammer Online? It sounds pretty cool. It looks a little jank. I mean, it looks like a simulator game, but I could be down. It seems like a neat way to learn the rules.
The tabletop simulator looks like a pretty heavy learning curve.
Yeah, but I mean, so is Warhammer.
Mm.
I love the idea, but the few times I've played with it was really tedious. Kept knocking stuff over. Oh my god, do you have to do like... You can knock things over? Why would that be an option?
Yeah, that seems...
Mm-hmm.
That seems odd. Eons of Battle Gaming
Do you also
server.
have like a simulated beer and like snacks?
No, you bring your own real one of those.
It'd be funny if it
That's
was
how
in
you
the
make it
game,
through
though. At its base, you can do anything with it, but it won't do anything for you. It can take a lot of practice. Oh. So it's just like a simulated environment. It It does have simulated table flipping. Also, it's a physics simulator. It just happens you have a table and can toss pieces on it. I feel like I would want to turn physics off for a tabletop simulator. Like, don't you... That's true. I'm sure it wasn't.
Kind of sounds like it wasn't.
Alright, I think I'm going to call this checkering Dunyan Rings.
I like onion rings. Would you rather have onion rings or fries?
I think onion rings. Whenever I get fries with a meal, I tend to go hard on the meal and then just snack on the fries. Like I never really finish.
Does that
the
not
side
happen?
dishes.
That
But onion rings are kind of hearty enough that they're part of the meal for me. ZNubQ, there are modules that are more prepared with limits on where things go, etc. With like snap to points and all. Yeah, that's what I would want. Kilgore Void, onion rings and fries.
Yeah, you have onion rings as the meal, and fries to snack on.
Fungus rings for orcs. You know what though? Fried mushrooms are delicious.
They are.
You ever had an onion tower? No. I'm not so cultured.
Do not have that fine dining experience like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 bands. I should try to match it.
The orcs wouldn't match it.
I mean, if you look at G-Dub's web store, it looks like they really try hard on perfectly. The thing about it though,
What orcs do you think? What orcs do you think paint the checkerboards?
That's
Do
true.
you think there's like
Yeah,
an
it's probably
artist
not the
orc
mech
that does
boy.
it?
It's probably the Gretchen. The tricky thing though with stuff like this is you kind of have to do a good job, otherwise it looks like you did a really bad job.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to make it
course.
look like purposely bad.
Or you could do
That's
a bad
true.
job and just say that. No, I made it purposely bad. Paint boys.
What about a bloomin' onion? 2,600 calories. They are the paint boys.
Ooh, that's a good point. I should probably figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this.
All right, time to start filling in my checks. When you're freehanding, it's always going to look worse before it gets better. I did a really good job on the back, though. So hopefully that means I'll do a really good job on the front. You know, the part where it matters more.
Baby got back.
You know, it's amazing and terrible for you. Order a bloomin' onion to go, and then put it in your fridge overnight, and then make it into an omelet the next day.
I like curly
Zine,
fries,
also
too.
thinking about kill team rules. Sniper specialists can re-roll ones on the hit roll and can spend a command point to add one to it. So like if you're, if you have a 3-up re-rolling ones, and you add one to whatever you roll. Yeah, it's an almost guaranteed hit. So you have to, I guess you'd probably put that on a weapon like a plasma or something, or a melter, or something low number of shots but high damage. Because my thoughts laid in my my heavy bolter. Because if I take the heavy, I can ignore the movement penalty of moving and shooting with a heavy weapon, and then for a command point, I can add another shot. So all of a sudden I got 4 shots that are hitting on 3s. Are those 4 shots on 3s better than 3 shots on 3s re-rolling 1s? I'm sure there's math that you can do to figure out questions like that, but I don't know how. No.
We're not mathematicians. We're not math magicians.
So sniper specialists are good for shooting factions. Pretty easily can get a 2-up or a 3-up on hit rolls, re-rolling 1s. Yeah, for sure. Although there's a lot of specialisms that help morale, and it seems like those are not bad picks either. Because you don't want to be shaken or stirred.
No. It's not fun. You just start losing the game, and you just want to quit and go home and cry and lay down and. Have a horrible time. Not that I know that from experience. White Castle has something I like a lot. Onion chips or petals.
I think I've been to a White Castle like twice in my life.
Although that sounds delicious.
Yeah, heavies are good for that, but they also work on assault weapons. So a heavy with an assault 2 can sprint and shoot 3 times. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Although I feel like that's almost not as helpful. It could be. It definitely could be. But I always feel like you want to keep your guns at range. Although I guess you want to get within half range. But I don't know. You don't want to be charged. Because if you're gonna spend if you're going to give them a specialism, you probably want to use that specialism every turn. And if you get charged, you're probably not going to be shooting your nice gun. EonsOfBattle streams. Come for the painting, stay for the culinary discussions. Yeah, you guys are going to town.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's important. It's important talk. Range is good. Being on the point is better. You also need to conserve
That is
command
true.
points at a certain point. You can't just start spending.
Are they like freedom fries? Mm-hmm.
All fries in America are freedom fries.
And all fries anywhere else are commie fries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's the only kind of fries that they have in Canada. Right, Craig?
They basically take a whole potato and a spin peeler and then drop it into the fryer. So you get a long looping fried potato.
I like the sound of that. Sounds like quite the engineering.
Xenibaq, I can't remember if it's been FAQ'd or not,
Yeah.
but there was a goofy thing where an Eldar guy could take 2 Assault 2 weapons, and being a heavy, he could run and fire both at no penalty. That makes sense. I know a little of the Eldar. I don't know what model could possibly do that. Maybe... Jeez, I don't know. They got Rangers, Swooping Hawks, the Guardians, and the Special Guardians. The Close Combat Guardian or the Shooting Guardian. It's a Special Guardian Leader guy. Interesting. Oh, it could be a an elites thing. I don't know anything about elites. Jay, could you keep it down? We're talking about fries. Probably the Fire Dragon Exarch. Yeah, that must be a elites thing. Which elites sounds cool, but I want to get some reps in with the base game before I add in all those other models. But I'm looking forward to it. There's some elites for my Space Marines that I would love to add in. It was pre-elites, huh? Mm-hmm.
Pre-elites.
Yeah, apparently Space Marines really start to shine in elites. Well, elites just made it. You can take things in as elites for cheaper than you can as regular Space Marines.
Mm.
I think my Space Marine list, I would love to see how it plays. It's just optimized for whatever I thought was coolest. And it has a grab gun.
That's always what. That's always what
the
wins
grab
games.
gun. I've never played with a grab gun in my life. Although it seems like not a dumb gun in Kill Team, because it's kind of good at taking out like infantry and heavies because it changes when you're fighting high armor save guys. So back on topic, are we going to get any more codices this year? Probably. That's seems like a codex gets released every week. Or every couple of weeks. I feel like I'm a little over the codexes. Like, I haven't been playing for that long, it feels like, and I've already gone through, what, 3, 4 codex? It feels a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would love to see the points and basic rules go digital, and then they just release art and lore books.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be more fun.
And I would buy it, probably.
Although, would people buy them?
Maybe not if it was $50.
You would buy them.
I would buy it if it was specifically Black Templar. What if it was also a novel? I think I would. Oh yeah, I would totally buy it for another Black Templar novel. And if it really broke down into the lore and like painting, chapter colors, emblems, iconography, name generators, I think it could be a really cool thing. Because I don't think it would just be like a couple of pictures and some words. I'm thinking like they go all out. This is a book that'll help you create your army. Well, then you don't.
But then what about me who doesn't want to buy that?
Yeah, that is the problem.
But that's the problem. They'll force me me to buy it because I need the rules. Sorry, I'm in the pocket for Games Workshop. I'm all in for Big G
check's
Dub.
in the mail. For that little plug. Oh, we would sell out so fast if we got a letter from Games Workshop.
Oh, you better believe it.
Everything Games Workshop makes is amazing. And very reasonably costed, too.
Is there even any other games out there? I do not believe so. Wow, Giants for $190? That sounds just about correct.
Absolute bargain.
I think it should be more.
Has anyone ever played against a 40k player that was wholly buying into the lore? Like, absolutely no min-maxing in their army. Probably not. I mean, me a little. I'm not a very good strategist, but I'm very good at putting together what I think an army ought to have. Like, gotta have tactical marines, gotta have a plasma gun in each squad, gotta have... Did you guys not sign up for the GW partnership thing that guy from Midwinter's left? No. I'd be shocked if we're eligible. And if Guy decided to leave it, I'm guessing it's probably not worth it then. Check the thermostat. It's getting chilly in here. I mean, I think Games Workshop could have a... if they decided to pump some money into their own YouTube channel, I think they could have an empire. Guy said he received Games Workshop products only a couple of days before general release, not leaving him a lot of time to do a review. I mean, we could probably crank out videos within a couple days, but it'd be interesting.
Oh, we could do it.
But I wonder what that means. Like, do they send you stuff, but you have to make a video, or they just send you whatever and you do whatever?
Right, because
Yeah.
they probably make sure that you're gonna like it.
Like, are they going to send me, like, Sylvaneth, because that's what's coming out that week, even though I know nothing about fantasy? So much so that I didn't just call it Age of Sigmar, I call it fantasy. I always wonder with stuff like that. How do they check if you're not just flipping the product? You do your review and then all of a sudden you eBay it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's really looking at how they do things. It's actually kind of surprising how bad Games Workshop actually is at business, logistics, and marketing, and expected demand.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is odd how they do it.
I kind of bet though that it's just a bunch of nerds. Like, like I don't think it's like these genius,
Really?
Mickey Mouse millionaires. I think they're just trying stuff. Cause there's no real patterns to anything. One year they do Orktober, they don't do it for 2 years, and then they do it again, kind of, and then stuff comes out at weird times. Some stuff gets FAQ'd real quick, some stuff never gets FAQ'd. Sometimes they're just like, change this entire rule to say this, because we totally screwed up. I think it's just a bunch of nerds trying their best, and maybe like one or two smart people who are like, no, damn it, we have to do this. Mm-hmm.
Partnership or whatever.
They called us nerds. Nerds.
How dare they? I mean, come on.
Craig Turpin, I saw a video from Digital Artist who dropped all of their partnerships because the vendors became too demanding, telling her how to do the videos and what to say. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't want.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to paint things he didn't want to paint.
Which I'll paint anything, and I'll enjoy it. So, if anyone wants to micromanage me, please do. I wonder if Games Workshop has a huge simulator that runs all the numbers, and they just feed it in bad data. Mm-hmm.
No, it's a bunch of like monkeys with typewriters, like adding machines. Hey, Void Jedi 16. The Void Brethren.
Kilgore Void. Okay, I'll do it. J paint squats. Great. When are they? When are they arriving?
Yeah. When are the squats arriving?
Probably should have put on a layer of matte varnish, because I am touching up the model a ton doing this freehanding. I don't think I've rubbed off much paint, but I definitely have rubbed off a little. I think the real problem, though, is that I didn't wash the Cheeto dust off my fingers. And I think that the acidity from that eats into the model.
Yeah, I've had that. Had that happen to me a few times.
Void 16, I'm going to get some static grass tufts. Any preferences? I really enjoy the green stuff world, but they're hard to get right now because they're in Spain. I can't remember if I had success or failure with Army Painter. I think they were bad, but they might have gotten better. Because I've seen other people's Army Painter and they didn't look like the ones I got. Going to the box. Jay, any plans on one of the bikes with the sidecar? Absolutely, I want to. I don't know when I'll get to it, but War Games Atlantic makes a box of squats. Neat.
So who's sending it to us?
Would orcs eat Cheetos? Oh, orcs would love some Cheetos. Yeah.
Some of them are probably even sponsored by Cheetos. Which is another sponsorship we're trying to get, which is why we keep talking about it. Aren't we all flaming hot?
I like Cheetos Poofs. I like the big pack and peanut ones. I don't like the little poop
me too.
ones.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a thing we can do? Send you guys stuff. Yeah. You could. I don't know how you would. I mean, that'd be neat.
Yeah. I mean, if you send us stuff, we'll do it. Show us the P.O. Box, cowards.
Max Brandt, I'm mild some days, spicy when the situation calls for it. Man, I am rubbing a little of my my metallic off, just a little, on the barrel of the gun, and on some of the chainsaw points.
Well, that's not very nice of you to do that.
Kilgore Void, like, I don't want to be weird and get your personal address. Is there a deserted street corner or abandoned warehouse we can meet you at? I don't think we have anything set up. We definitely
We don't have a P.O. box. I think if you have something that you would like to send us, send us a message about it, and we'll try to figure something out. Hey, Nate's Miniatures.
Yeah, send your anthrax to the Walgreens near my house. No, anthrax is so 2016. It's Corona now. Send us a big box of Corona.
Yeah. Yep. The Eons of Battle studio would have a cardboard sign over a somehow abandoned highway overpass.
Hi, Nate.
That's pretty close to what it is.
It is very close to what Eons of Battle Studio is. I wish I could turn the camera around. It looks like where they shoot. It looks like where they shoot like ransom videos.
It's a sex dungeon. It is.
Oh yeah, this is a facade. What you guys see. So I spent some time today reading about the Avatar sequels, Avatar 2 through 5, and holy cow, those movies are never coming out. They are just never coming out. Apparently right now they're on hold due to Corona.
Yeah, they were always going to be on hold for something. I'm sure they were just like, yes.
Supposedly
excuse.
it was always planned on being a long series, and the director said that he actually has scenes in Avatar 1 that are only exist because of the sequels, which I don't know if I buy, because it seems like a pretty tight script. Like, what scenes were just setting up other movies? Max Brandt, this is the Games Workshop Finecast Orc Warboss BADRUKK. Yeah, the pirate guy. But
BADRUKK.
I have kit bashed him. He has a knob weapon and he has a Spellcrow orc face. It's been 11 years. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Kilgore Void. I thought it was a pretty movie, but other than that, very little interesting writing. Yeah, I like it when I'm watching it, and then when it's over, I'm like,
Correct.
that was fine. I imagine the sequels.
I mean, we watched it.
Yeah, a year or two ago.
We watched it mildly recently. Year or two ago. That's reason enough for that movie.
I defy a chat to remember a single Avatar character's name. Don't Google it. Well,
Oh my God.
there was Gruff McMilitary. He was the bad guy. There was Zoe Saldana. She was Princess Natiri? That doesn't sound right. Sigourney Weaver. Yes, Sigourney Weaver played Sigourney Weaver. Oh, God. What was the main guy's name? Oh, Jesus. military wheelchair
You never
man.
want to have to ask that question.
Jake Sully. Jake Sully was the name of the protagonist. I think that's it. I mean, a bright spot, but that is not a character. That's an actress. You're thinking of Finding Dory. I'm thinking of Finding Dory? Wasn't that Ellen? Isn't Ellen Dory? I don't think Ellen was an Avatar. Wait, am I wrong about that? Who plays Dory? It might be.
No, I think it's Ellen, isn't it?
Apparently Sigourney... Yeah. Because she's mean.
Well, we should be
lady,
talking about
apparently.
Ellen, because Ellen's canceled.
Apparently Sigourney Weaver is coming back as a different character. Oh, that's awesome. That's so dumb. Ellen DeGeneres is Dory. Ellen is Dory, but Sigourney
we got
Weaver
that
is Sigourney
confirmed.
Weaver in Finding Dory. Oh, I never saw Finding Dory. Sigourney pops up in a lot of weird movies. They did not. Well, they did because I'm
They didn't have
sure
Ellen money, apparently.
Dory is portrayed by Ellen DeGeneres in Finding Dory.
I get it now.
Sigourney Weaver is
had to read
also
it.
played by
Listening
Sigourney
was
Weaver
hard.
in real life. Also, Dee from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in Finding
that's one I
Dory.
never thought about.
Oh, neat. I did not watch her show, The Mick. I have not seen a lot from Dee. I did watch a little bit of the other guy from Always Sunny. I watched what was it called? AP Bio with Dennis. Pretty funny. Pretty funny show. No.
Did it take you back to the days when you were in AP Bio?
And also it's oh no, I'm gonna blank on his name. Patton Oswalt is in it. He's the principal, and he's great. Love Patton.
That's a good choice for a principal.
Patton Oswalt was on an episode of Red Letter Media, and he apparently had a miserable time.
That makes sense.
It did earn him tons of nerd cred points, though. And I mean, he's already the nerd god.
That. Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to trade Seraphon, Skinks, Ultramarines, Orcs, or Adeptus Mechanicus for some Necrons? Void 16, it sounds like you need to pick a lane and stick with it.
It sounds like, yeah, you picked up a bunch of stuff.
Kilgore Void, I did great at AP Bio, but I failed Anatomy 2 twice. I remember I was a very bad student. I was in the the bad kids study hall where they make you study, and I was in remedial math for a semester.
Hell yeah. Yep. I didn't get to take AP Bio. I did not do well enough in school.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even an option.
Xenobq, man, it sucks when people don't have a good time on things. I think Patton Oswalt enjoyed hanging out with the gang of Red Letter Media. It's just the movies sucked that day. And they watched 3 entire movies and then have like a 3-hour discussion in the same day.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I listen to a podcast called HP Podcraft, where they cover weird fiction stories, and Patton Oswalt is an occasional guest host and surprisingly knowledgeable about horror literature. Oh yeah, Patton Oswalt is an amazing person. In the Red Letter Media episode, one of the movies was filmed in California, and Patton Oswalt recognized one of the bars they shot in.
That's pretty funny.
Joey Flores. I was surprised that they didn't pre-select movies for him. That's true, but I think they're either purists or very lazy. I mean, judging by how often they have to like fake stuff, or they start an episode and it turns out one of the movies is broken and doesn't work, and they have to pivot. I really do think they stick to their dumb rules that don't matter and change constantly. Part of the shtick is that they're hack frauds. But when does it become not a shtick, and maybe they really are just hack frauds? I think they're hack frauds because they didn't like the movie Chappie, and Chappie is great. They didn't like Chappie so much they recommended it to no one. They couldn't even be like, if you like robots. Although, when did Chappie come out? Was that 2016?
Really?
That might have been a really bad year for movies. No, it's. I
never
liked it.
rewatched it, and it's not a bad movie. It's fun.
If it's the Necron half of Indominus, you're looking at 110 right there. 110, I think, is a good deal for the Necron half of Indominus. 20 warriors, 3 choppy destroyers, the Necron reanimator. Yeah, the Necron reanimator.
That's actually what
whole
they're called.
Bunch of goodies. Necrons were my first army. Yeah, Necrons were my first army in 40k.
There for good measure.
My very first box I ever bought was Death Marks. Necron Death Marks. ZNBQ. Never got around to seeing Chappie. I like Chappie. It's a South American movie by a South African movie by a South African director. Chappie is played by one of my favorite actors, Charlito Copley, and it stars the musical group Die Antwoord, who are very like new age punk.
Yeah.
And I like it. I totally get it's a lot, and I think that they actually do have pretty good performances in the movie as well. Also, the art design is by Weta Workshop, who is the best in the business. And Chappie was designed in Rhino. The actual Chappie. Weta Workshops, I don't know if they still do, but for the last few movies they've done, they all use Rhino to design. District 9 was all designed in Rhinoceros.
Interesting.
Kilgore Void. The problem with Blomkamp's
Good old
movies is
Rhino.
he keeps making the same movie with a different paint job. You take that back, Kilgore Void. What are the similarities between Elysium and Chappie? I mean, they're both kind of action, but other than that, they're pretty different movies. Same with District 9. They all have the same setting, but I think that's just because he's from South Africa, so that's where he likes to shoot. Max Brandt. Amazing how the Red Letter Media team can get a VCR to play tapes that are 30 years old. El Rondorio, anybody have the original metal Necrons? No. Actually, I think I have a couple of metal Scarab Swarms that I'm pretty fond of. I think I have 2. But I like them. They're kind of fun.
Literally,
they don't match any of the current art at all, but they're kind of fun. I think I want to do a little scene where some Imperial officials are dissecting the metal Scarab Swarms, because there used to be, I think there was like a promotional kit that was a metal Necron Scarab Swarm on an operating table.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Chappie is kind of a South African Johnny Five. I bet they'd be bros. Your video of the model is getting really blurry and artificial. Probably. Yeah, it does look like we're getting a little pixely. But hopefully it'll stop in a bit. You know what? I don't often recommend IDIC beer, but he actually has a pretty cool retro Necron army. So I would check out that video if you want to see some retro Necrons. Kilgore Void. I mean, I feel like they're emotional retreads. I can a little bit see that. But, I don't know, they're pretty different. Maybe it's a style, but it's a style I can get behind. Robots, aliens, dystopian futures. Charlito Copley and all of them. There we go. Does anyone know what the monthly free model is from Games Workshop, or is it random? That does not sound like a thing. A monthly free model? Mm-hmm.
Model of the Month Club?
Ooh, that's true. It's 9:58. We're going to be switching over real soon. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, folks, if you like the stream and you like hanging out, for just $5 a month, you get 4 extra streams a month.
Yep. We did.
One day we'll get this
this
ad read. We'll say this ad read and it'll be great. Yeah.
ZNubiQ is exactly correct. Quick, everyone, join the Patreon.
It's $5 for what? Almost 8 hours of more material?
Probably
more than that. And we get wet and wild.
10.
Take the pants off.
Yep. Yeah, we say naughty things. We put a camera underneath the desk.
Yeah.
So you get to see that shot.
Yeah, there's a couple more iPhones under the table.
For the patrons.
Thinking about going to my local Games Workshop tomorrow to pick up some paint stuff for Cadians. And then I'm going to go wild and hope my first miniature doesn't suck that much. Oh, you're going to do great, Mitriel yet? Yeah.
Yeah. You can do it. And if you don't love it after... Exactly.
All right, folks. We're going to be ending here and going to the Patreon only stream. So good night to some of you, and then some of you will see you soon.
Perfect.
Although we should see all of you soon because it's $5.
It's true.
Come on, guys.
And we'll be back
Yes, we
tomorrow
will.
at 9 p.m. Central. Bye.
And